the Council on Undergraduate Research presents 5 in 5, where we talk to community members asking 5 questions for 5 minutes of their time.
Hi, everyone. I am Ashley Hagler from Gaston College, and I've been asked by Kerr to give you some quick tips to help you get started with online learning. Whether you're breaking your course up into modules, weeks, or topics, please be sure to keep your layout and titles consistent. As you can see in a course that I am teaching now, I've broken mine up into modules, and everything is labeled to help students find where they need to be. You want to make it easy for students to find what they need. You want students to focus on the content and not be frustrated by trying to navigate the online environment. Use folders and navigation links in your LMS to guide students to the correct item. Have assignments due on the same day or days each week. And then this allows students to plan ahead. And then finally, have someone who is not familiar with your course try and navigate their way through and complete an assignment using the instructions that you've posted. Be sure to detail all of your expectations up front and provide a detailed course schedule for students from day one. Students want to know what to expect, and by providing this type of clarity, it can ease some fears for the new online learner. Remember that you're going to need to be very specific in your instructions and announcements to students, probably more specific than you would in person. Remember that students will be encountering these instructions on their own without you being present to clarify. So it's also important for you to encourage your students to ask questions about those instructions and assignments. If you get the same question multiple times, it's likely that your instructions were not clear enough. Post a group announcement to help clear up the confusion. And remember, if 5 students are asking, it's likely there are another 10 to 15 that are just simply too scared to ask. Students who are taking an online course need frequent feedback from you, both in individual and group formats. It's easy to forget to do this with online courses because you may not see those students regularly. And be prepared for this to take up a significant amount of your time. You should be interacting with your online course at a minimum of once a week, but ideally more than that. While we often think of synchronous sessions as being the gold standard in online learning, and they are wonderful, please remember that many of your students may be taking the class online because the traditional format may not fit their life schedule. Also, some students and some instructors may not have the ability to connect easily to a live session, depending on their internet situation. If you conduct synchronous sessions, it's best to record the session for those who cannot participate at the time the session is held. And if you plan to require attendance at a synchronous session for a grade, it is absolutely imperative that you let students know the dates and times for these sessions from day one of the course so that students can plan ahead. Be aware of not only your internet connectivity, but also your institution's, your third-party providers' capacity for hosting synchronous sessions. The resources to conduct this type of instruction may be larger than you think. Asynchronous instruction allows for students to complete the required work on their timetable and may relieve some stress on their part and on yours. You also want to be familiar with the technology that you use so that you can use it to best meet your needs. Do you want to record a video for students to watch? Then maybe you want to use something like Camtasia or Screencast. Do you want to embed questions into an existing video, either one you create or find on YouTube, and then sync your students' grades on the questions to your LMS? Edpuzzle may be your answer. Do you want students to teach each other how to work a problem? Flipgrid may work well for that. Do you want to conduct live polling? Maybe use Poll Everywhere or Kahoot. Do you want to host a live synchronous session? Then maybe use Zoom or Loom, or an LMS feature like Blackboard Collaborate. The possibilities are endless, but the technology is only as good as the user. Have a backup plan or policy for when the technology doesn't work correctly, because it's going to happen. Your course doesn't have to be perfect the first time out. Try new things and then assess. Find out what works and what doesn't work. Then tweak the elements of your course as you go along or for the next time you teach the course online. And remember to look at this as an opportunity to continually improve and know that even if you are teaching in a more traditional format next semester, that you can still use what you've created in the online course to supplement your face-to-face instruction. This is something that is not easy for a lot of people, both for students and instructors. It sometimes feels a little foreign to both of us. But all you can do at this point in time is to be fearless and to go forth and do the best job that you can do as an instructor.
That's a wrap. Make sure to email us at cur@cur.org for volunteer opportunities or to discuss other involvements. Or visit cur.org to take advantage of the many resources we have gathered. Until next time, see you then.